All right, well, what a great way to start a video, right? All right, everyone. Hey, welcome to Down Home Backyard Gardening. As you just saw, I've been going through this garden, taking out everything that died from the freeze, the Arctic blast that came through last week, because it's been about a week, and I wanted to see what would live and what died. And yeah, everything died. So here's what it is. But it's time to start prepping for spring. Now, here in Zone 9A, our last expected frost date is March 1st, right around that time frame. Today is we're in the first week of January right now. So this is a great opportunity, if you all got nailed like I got nailed, to go ahead and strip everything out and start prepping your gardens for spring. Notice in the one raised bed right over there, I took out all the T-posts. I took down all the cow panels. And because that entire bed is going to be a tomato bed in spring. I'm going to build a very legit, no joking trellis system where I can single vine all of my tomato plants, and we'll get more into that here in the future, probably in February. But for now, the first part of this clean slate makeover, yeah, it's for the most part done. All I need to do is go back through, clean everything up, but y'all don't need to see that. So the second part of this is we're going to go somewhere and go get some soil. So let's grow. Okay, so keeping it all real, I went to the store to get the soil, and I completely forgot to record everything. Okay, so here's what I'll say about getting material from a store or like from a gardening place. You want to make sure that when you go to these stores or these companies that you know their business practices. You know how they get their compost, how they make their compost, how they make their soil blends. Now for me, I used to work at this company, so I know the material is really, really good. So I'm not worried about that. But if you don't know the company, research it and find out. Make sure that you're getting good quality material, because remember, you're going to be growing your vegetables in that material, and you want to make sure that all the time and effort and money that you put into your garden is worth it. So make sure you research and you're totally happy with the material that you get. So I have the entire garden that I have to completely amend all these beds, but I'm going to show you all exactly what I'm going to do on this little small bed right here instead of showing the whole garden. So for this bed right here, I'm going to put down a good layer of compost. Now this is organic compost. I know exactly how this company makes this compost, so I know it's safe. But I'm going to put a layer of mulch, probably about an inch and a half thick, across the bottom of this bed, and then I'm going to come back on top and fill the rest of the bed in with this good garden soil. The reason I want to put the compost down first for me is because we have about 6 weeks before I can actually start planting out here. And that's plenty of time to allow nature to start breaking the compost down and pushing that nutrients further down into the soil. And then on top, where the seeds and the roots and everything are going to be, you've got this good soil right here. So it's just going to help suck the roots down as they search for more nutrition. So I'm going to show everything in this bed right here. Now this is the bed that I'm going to give to a friend of mine's son that wants to garden this year, and I'm going to let him put in the plants that he wants in this bed. That bed is a good example of what I'm going to do for the entire garden. That's why I'm using this one. All right, and just like that, we're done. Now that bed is going to have 6 weeks to go ahead and let nature do its thing and prepare this bed for the spring planting season. So that bed is done, and I've only got a lot more to go. But hey, I hope everyone enjoyed this video and you got a little something out of this. Gardening is constant. It never stops. That's one thing I've definitely learned. Even when we're not growing, there's stuff to do. You're always amending beds. You're always pulling out old plants. You're always looking for pests. You're always. So just make sure that you're out there in the garden and you're preparing, because this is the time of year where you can start preparing and doing those projects that need to be done before spring hits and you get really busy. I hope you got something out of it. If you did and you would like to subscribe to the channel, please do so. Hit the subscribe button down at the bottom. Make sure you hit that bell so you're always notified whenever I upload videos. And as always, everyone, until next time, God bless, take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.